Hello, welcome back to another MX Bikes video. I'm GWMX. Let's jump straight into it. If you like this content, then why not subscribe and drop us a like. I'm gonna give you guys 5 tips for MX bikes that hopefully is gonna help you in the future. And now, so let's jump straight into it. Tip number 1, don't worry about the setup too much when it comes to suspension and the bike itself. You got to remember, this is not MX Simulator, so you haven't got to chase the bike setup. Basically, out of the box, MX bikes, the suspension and that is all pretty much tuned to exactly how you want, especially the OEM mod pack. Asdriel, the guy who created the mod pack, has spent hundreds of hours dialing in those bikes to factory specs and getting them perfect settings, as in like the sag compression settings, etc. You could mess around with the settings by all means, but to be honest, like I said, out of the box you really can't go wrong with those settings, so try not to get too hung up on that. Tip number 2, this one is arguably the most important in MX bikes as far as I'm concerned, and that's your controls. Spend some time, get your controls dialed in. This boils down to lean settings, whether you have smooth on or off, your release, your gain, all those little features. I'll probably do a more in-depth video with that once I get my head around what works well. I'm personally at the moment trying to get something that's remotely comfortable. I would say I'm 90% there, but I'm still trying to find that extra 10%. That's going to lead me into something a little bit later on, which I'll jump on. But yeah, spend some time, set your controls up exactly near as what you would like to ride, and then basically this rolls straight into tip number 3, which is practice. So tip number 3 is practice. You just need to get comfortable with the game, get comfortable with the bike, try and stick to the same bike. Don't go jumping on a 450 straight away, because it will not end well for you. Like real life, you know, you're getting into motocross, you don't go jump straight on, just try and go balls to the wall. It's really not going to end well. So I recommend 250Fs. To me, that's like the best all-rounder bike. You've got enough power there to hit everything. It's not too out of control. You can control the bike nice. They're light. You can throw them around. Great bike to start on. And even if you're a vet at this game, still a great bike. I know guys that are at the top level who still don't really ride 450s. They just ride the 250Fs. So pick a track, any track. I recommend starting off on something like practice track or an MXB club. That's a good track. Just get used to it, keep doing lap after lap and just get comfortable. That sort of goes back to tip number 2 as well. So you know, you're practicing with the controls and just getting comfortable. Tip number 4, try and stay up to date with the game. As the game moves forward, we've noticed in recent months that the developers have been pushing tiny little hot fixes. I got sort of stuck behind and didn't realize that they had actually released 2 extra hot fixes after the hot fix I had downloaded. So that will help you connect online. Same goes with mods. Make sure you know, if you want to play online on a modded server, make sure you get the mods, get the tracks, and obviously the hot fixes. Best way to do this, you can keep tabs on the forum, but I found the best way is the unofficial Discord. You can't really go wrong with that. Everything's on there. The guys stay up to date. They keep posting new mods, they keep posting announcements and news which relates to the actual game itself in terms of updates for the game. My 5th and final tip is just have fun and try not to chase the perfect setting. By that I mean, you can spend hours keep adjusting the controls, suspension, and never really be happy with it. I found, same with most games, you have to get 90% there. I suppose it's like real life. You get 90% comfort where you're like, yep, I can work with this, and then you make it work. You just adapt and get used to it. That's my tip number 5. So just have fun and try not to chase the perfect setting. Get somewhere near and just ride and have fun. Like I said, I'll try and post another video with some more in-depth control stuff later on down the line. I don't know when that will be. Just stay tuned. Like I said at the start, if you like this video, then why not subscribe, drop us a like. I try and post some more content. I've just been so busy with life that YouTube's kind of taking a back seat. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.